Welcome to Engineering Scale Models. I'm Jason, your host, and I do models and Nintendo Switches. What's up with that? I hope that this is working, and it is. This chat is up. The stream elements thing is different because I need to open the video in my unit here. Let me see if I can get that open. Oh, there it is. Sure, the sound is off. Okay, so it is working. And it's weird. It doesn't tell me how many viewers I have. I don't know how to get to the dashboard. What did that do? Does that show me my... What if I click on that? Okay, I found out how to get my analytics. What? Okay, this shows me what I have there. Okay, so now I have my... Okay, so I figured out how to do that. So I'm still using this. I downloaded Stream Elements by accident, and I having some issues. So random stuff with Nintendo Switches. First, I have this that arrived last night. It is a digitizer extension lead, and I need to... I actually honestly didn't think it was going to show up this fast, and I need to check something on a digitizer. So we'll mess with that. And then I have the Switch from yesterday that I wasn't feeling good yesterday, and I shouldn't have streamed. I had some injections done in my neck, and I should have taken the day off. So, and I didn't, and that was my bad on that. So now I'm feeling better today. Feel rested. So now I'm going to do a couple things on this Nintendo Switch. So this should be a digitizer flex extension cable. So that should come in handy in a minute. So let's see. Some stuff up. I still have the mess from yesterday's live stream. I didn't clean up because I wasn't feeling good. So, okay, so if I get out this switch here, this is switch number 3. I went to put a new digitizer on this. This is the old digitizer. It was scratched up. So I put a new digitizer on this, and then it wasn't working. So I will demonstrate that here. So this is my new test switch, my good known switch. So I'm using it for testing and practicing changing digitizers and things like that, and it also needs copper tape. So if I plug this in here, and I plug in the power, like so, this should turn on, and should turn on. I'm not even getting LCD here now. Okay, this definitely was working. Backlight is on. Huh. Well, now we're going to figure out what's wrong with this. Because this was working. And I changed the digitizer on it, and then it was not working. So we're going to... Okay, that's weird, because it's making noises, but it just doesn't have image on the screen. So it's working, it just doesn't have image on the screen, and the touch is finicky. So let's see if I can get the image on the screen back. So I'm going to disconnect that, and I'm going to Phillips bit here, and I'm going to take out the digitizer touch and game cartridge reader here. So pull this out. I'm going to disconnect it. Okay, so that's the digitizer. I want to check to make sure my pins aren't messed up or anything. So if I go to the microscope, so this is the inside of the digitizer. The pins look good, so that's fine. So that's that. So why do I have no image on the screen is the question. So let's answer that question. I definitely had image when I got done working on this. So I'm not sure. I'm going to reseat this ribbon and see if that changes. Hey Phil, how's it going? I'm going to see if this changes my lack of image. Phil, this is the one that I had issues with the digitizer, and then remember I sent you the little clip of the video of me changing the digitizer, and I had some issues with getting it off, and now I had dead touch, and then now I have no image apparently, which is new. So if I plug this back in and I turn this on, so now I have no image, but it boots up. I just have no image, which is odd. So I may have damaged the connector. See if I can get it to boot with the. Yeah, see, I'm not even getting a charge signal, but the backlight is on. And when the touch was connected, I could touch it and get image. So I'm wondering if when I changed that digitizer, if I didn't damage the LCD screen. That's my concern, that when I did that, I damaged the LCD screen, or I damaged that connector. So if I push on the connector, does that give me image? But no, it doesn't. So what I want to do is, yeah, that's just weird. That is weird. So I don't know, but I have backlight, so I'm just missing image. So this was working 100%. I was like, oh, it has some scratches on the digitizer, so I'm going to replace it. And this is the mess I get myself into. So let's. This is the mess I get myself into. I've changed digitizers before and never had an issue. I don't know why. There was an issue this time. Hey Mark, how's it going? So let's get some of these connectors out. I just hope I didn't damage that LCD connector again. I would much rather change an LCD screen than an LCD connector again. That being said, I've already changed it on here once, so it has leaded solder. So it may not be that difficult to change again. But, you know, I'd prefer not to have to do that. So what I have an idea what I'm going to do. I'm going to try this anyways. So we'll pull this board out. Or attempt to pull this board out of here. Hey, Diego, how's it going? I haven't done the updated firmware on the digital tweezers from Miniware yet. I heard it had some glitches and some issues, so I'm going to hold off on updating it until they release one more update. There were some glitches and it would make the screen stop rotating, so I decided to wait on updating mine. So, all right, so this is, move this out of the way. Okay, we'll move this out of the way. And we'll come in here with our board, with our battery. Let's look at our LCD connector. Let's look at our LCD connector. I don't know. I gotta look at that closer. I don't know. It looks fine. It's definitely used. Yeah, I heard that with the newest one, it's a little bit tricky to update. So what I want to do is I want to check. Of course, I got sticky on me yet again. All right, I want to check these pins in this on this connector to see if they are all soldered. Because I knew Phil had a no image issue with the connector not all soldered. So let's see here. Feel firm. Oh, that one's moving. That one needs to be resoldered. That could be why I have no image. So I need you to resolder one pin there. Let's check the back of the connector. It's going to be a little trickier. And tilt it down. Focus it. I definitely have a pin in the front that is not connected. I should be able to touch that up with the micro pencil. So let me get back in here where that pin is. That pin right there, I believe. So I'm going to. Yeah, I have a pair of those tweezers. So I can look into upgrading it. Like I said, I heard bad things about the last upgrade, the last one, so I didn't do it. I don't do it every time it comes out. I see what happens after it comes out to see if there's any issues that arise or whatnot. So So that should be good to go on that. Clean that up a little bit. Have the pin solid now. So that may be my issue solved. So let's go back to this one. Yeah, I know you can do it with the normal irons, so I'm not quite as skilled as you are, Phil. After that trace repair you did on that Nintendo Switch a couple days ago, I don't think there's many people as skilled as you are. So the fact that you got that to dock is incredible. So that's pretty good. All right, so let's get our housing back out and see if this solved our problem. I know it's not going to solve my problem of my finicky touch. I'm going to figure that out in a minute. First, I need display. So get backlight hooked up here. Power. Put one screw in it just for sake of having a screw in it. All right, so let's hook this up and see if we have image back, and then we can deal with the digitizer issue that either a bad digitizer or I caused some problem that caused me to have a bad touch. So because everything worked perfectly. It was just the digitizer was scratched up, and I wanted to put a new one on there, mostly for practice. Okay, so let's see here if we have image. No, we don't have image. Still no image. Oh, we have boot, though. It definitely just booted, and the backlight's on. So I wonder if when I messed with that digitizer display, I messed up the LCD somehow. So let's find out if a new LCD acts any different. So I will hook this, unhook this. Okay, so let's see here, take out my screw. Yeah, I'm going to try it with a known good LCD right now. That was a known good LCD, that's the sad part, but it could have been damaged when I changed the digitizer. So I'm going to get out this one. Should be good. Okay, so this is my test housing here. So okay, so there's that. Let's get this in here. That in there. Let's get my backlight cable and plug that in. Light is in, LCD is in. Let's plug a test battery in. Okay, we got the test battery in there, like so. And we're going to hold that down, hold that down. We're going to plug this in. And I do not get display. So this should boot. This should be booting. I have backlight, but I do not have display on this. Unless that is two bad LCDs, it is something else that is giving me issues. So this is, yeah, labels on back order, of course. And you know what? Labeling the label maker, it's already labeled. Okay, it comes pre-labeled label maker, so you don't have to label it. You're buying a label maker that's not labeled label maker, then you're buying the wrong label maker. That's just common. People make that mistake. Okay, so that is a sad, sad thing right there. So So now that we know that it's not my LCD, most likely something with this board. Now, it worked, and then I had issues, and then it didn't work. So I'm going to check the filters on the back here. Turn on my meter. I'm going to check these filters on the back by P13. I guess we put it on the screen. Should work. Yeah, I think we all push things to the side. That's just how we do it. All right, let's put the meter on the screen. There it is. All right, let's get this under the scope here. Yay, it worked. So I'm going to check these filters here. See, first I'm going to check for a short on this. No short. That should be short though. Okay, so let's check these filters here. Good. Okay, so the filters are good. It doesn't have filters up here. Sometimes they're populated with filters in this area here. So I don't know. This is not seeing any broken pins or anything. My hands are cleaned. Oh, it's because I just got up. I was playing a video game and then I came out here. So if you guys see something in there, you let me know, because I mean it looks a little dodgy, but all the pins are connected. None of them are moving. And it gave me image, and then it stopped giving me image. I know you had one like that, Phil. I don't think he released that video yet. So I'm not sure. I have connectors coming. I don't have a connector at the time being. So I think that's my option, is to change that connector. Yeah, I already nudged them all. One was loose and I soldered it back down, and now they're all soldered down. They're not moving anymore. I'll test them again. Put it back in here. Yeah, one was loose, and I resoldered it. That side's good. It's all one move. Oh, that one's moving. So it looks like a couple on the back. Could be a little loose. Oh, that one is. So it looks like the back ones could need to be tidied up. Yeah, the back ones. So let's do that. Let's add a little bit of flux to that. Not that very much. All right. Put that down there like that. Let me sit it on something here. That will angle it. I want to angle it up. No, it's not going to work. Iron here and misplace the solder. There it is. All right. I see the bridges. It looks soldered better. So, hello, Chris. How you doing? Yeah, I know. I saw. I got the loose ones. Drag solder it. See, my tip is too big, and the micro pencil is fine for that little bitty thing. Because my other option is this tip, and that is too big for me to use. I will melt things and mess things up. Tip is too big; it won't even get in there. I generally have no issues with the micro pencil. And it does have good thermal mass. It does normally do a great job. I'm just having issues. So problem is my bench is a disaster. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up. Brush here. So let's see where we go from here. Yeah, it's a disaster. It's horrible. It's not as much as the stuff you can see that's a mess, but to this side over here where my soldering station is, and I got a new upgraded parts bin, and the old one's there, and it's a nightmare. I haven't gotten around to doing anything to it yet, but I will get to it. There is no school tomorrow, so on Monday, so my next day that I'm actually going to work and get stuff done is on Tuesday, so so I'm on backlight. There we go. Backlight's back. Backlight's back. All right. Why does that feel like a non-magnetic screw? Okay, so we'll worry about that ribbon connector later. Just want to see if I get image. Power button. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We take this and we plug in our charger. Nope. Oh, yep, there we go. We're back. Okay. Oh, it went off. Let's see what it does now. There we go. Okay, so crisis averted on that one. So that's that. So that works. So let's get to the next stage of this, the weird touch thing. So let me unhook this battery and get this back. Let me get this ribbon cable out of here. Okay, so we got image back. That's always a good thing. All right, so we got image back. Now I need to deal with this touch issue. Now, what I'm going to do for the touch issue is I'm going to put this touch module in here. Like so. And I'm going to screw it down. And one screw here. And I'm putting this one up here. Okay, now I'm going to, well, I'll show you what this one does with image on the screen. So I'll hook this up and I'll show you what it does with image on the screen. Get this in here. Now this is a new digitizer I got from eBay. So we'll see how that works out. So there's the digitizer. So let's plug this in. Let's turn this on and we'll take a look at what the touch. Let's unhook the battery and actually plug in the touch. There we go. It's actually plugged in now. That would be a lot better. Okay, so let's plug this in. Let's let it boot. And here we go. And then we're going to have some, see you later, Mark. Oh, Phil's leaving. All right, Phil. Okay, so we have, see, we have touch over here. Like up here, I'll have touch. But I don't have touch in the middle. So I got it down here in the corner, featured news. But I don't have touch everywhere. So I have like touch over here, but not anywhere else. So I got to fix that. So I think it's just a bad digitizer. So this is a new digitizer I got from eBay. I put this on here and this is when the touch issue developed. So now let's unhook this battery here. And let's try a different digitizer on here. So I'm going to unplug this digitizer. And I'm going to unhook it. And then I'm going to take this fancy little cable I got. Boom, fancy little cable. And I'm going to plug it in here like so. Plug the fancy little cable in there like so. I'm going to take that cable. Now that is an extension, and I'm going to take the old digitizer. That did work, but I put it on there. Take this old digitizer, and I'm going to hook it up to make sure the old one still works. So plug this in there like so. So got that in there. So there's the old one. I'm going to plug in my battery again. Flip it over. Flip it over. Turn the unit on. Turn it on this way. All right, so we'll plug that in there. And we'll see if we have touch with this. Don't tell me I lost image again. I think I seriously lost image yet again. And I did lose image again. There we go. So it's on. So if so the old touchscreen works. Come down here to back. Yeah, the old touchscreen works, so it's the new one that doesn't work. So I will try another touchscreen, and before I seat it on there, I will test it on my extension cable. So then we will go to power options, turn off. Okay, so we turned it off. All right. So I'll flip this back over. That little extension ribbon works. I like that. That's cool. So we will put a new digitizer on this. That is definitely what the issue is. So, all right. So this digitizer is good, but it's all filthy and scratched up. Yeah, so that's where we're at on that. And I am going to call it because people are going to start getting up in the house. And I need to get going for the day. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.